Hi, everyone. This is Dan Toner, the health insurance agent for MacNeill, O'Neill, and Riveles. I am sharing my screen with you guys to go over the 2026 open enrollment. You will be handed this document so you can review it, 16 pages. I'm going to go over that. And you also will be given what's called a selection sheet, where you very simply just check off your plans, or you'll check off to waive, sign, and date. And there's a medical, dental, and vision plan sheet. So there's instructions. If you don't mind, let's try to wrap this up by Friday the 12th, where we're notifying, if you can give Paula a copy of all the 3 different sheets, letting us know which medical plan you want or waiver, and then the dental and vision, that would be great. We are going to renew with Oxford, who is a United Healthcare company. We're basically keeping all the insurance companies. We're going to add a new plan, though. We have a new base plan called the EPO Freedom 1500, and we are maintaining the Freedom 1000, and we're adding a new 2000 option, which we're going to go over in a second. So 2 new plans and 1 old plan, but we're going to offer 3 in total. For those that are on the dental vision, there's no change in benefit or price. Remember, we're using United Concordia. They have a vision discount plan included at no cost and a college tuition benefit. We have some information here. We are renewing the vision plan with VSP, and there's no change in price or benefit. The life insurance provided by the company will not change. We have US Able providing $50,000 of life insurance and $1,000 long-term disability benefit. No change to that. Okay, so I'm going to blow this up a little bit. Okay, so our new base plan is, one thing you'll know about Oxford and United Healthcare is for their small business under 50 employees, a lot of their plans have the same doctor and specialist copays across the board for X-ray and lab, no cost across the board. For things like urgent care, like if you go to an urgent care center, same copay across the board. Pharmacy across the board, the $10 is the generic, and either a $35 or $75 copay for name brand. The specialty drugs are those that cost thousands of dollars a month. You have a max cost of $250 at the pharmacy for that. So a lot of similarities. The main difference is how hospital, surgery, and imaging like a CAT scan, PET scan, and MRI. Those are really, and emergency room. Those are the 4 items: hospital, surgery, emergency room, and then imaging. That's how the plans will differ. The new base plan is going to say that you have in-network coverage with Freedom. Freedom is the current network of doctors we're using today with Oxford. No change in that. But if you have those large bills, hospital surgeries, the MRIs, and the emergency room, there's a $1,500 deductible. The employee pays 20% of the bill, but you cannot spend more than $5,000. The current base plan is a $1,000 deductible and then 20% up to $5,000. So we're just simply adding a $500 copay to those large bills. This plan you'll recognize from last year is still being offered for 2026. And it basically says for those large claims, you have a $1,000 deductible and then owe nothing else afterwards. And the new plan is the same as this plan, but it's a $2,000 hospital and surgery deductible, and then you owe nothing afterwards. So you can see the difference out of your paychecks down below. So again, we have a sort of a base plan right now with a $1,000 deductible. We're just adding 500 to it. This is the existing plan, and we're adding a new one for those that want 100% coverage after the deductible. They don't want this 20% up to 5,000, in other words. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. And there's your costs. And I've given you sort of a written description right here on the next few pages. This is United's website. Because you're with Oxford, it's a United Healthcare company. Make sure you go in and register. That's how you can look up your doctors. Remember, we're using the Oxford Freedom Network in New York and New Jersey, And we're using the Choice Plus network from United in all other states. So if I want to see a doctor or a hospital in Jersey, I have to make sure they're in the Oxford Freedom Network. If I want to go into Pennsylvania or Texas or Florida, I can look at the Choice Plus network from United. And when you log in, they're all in one spot called Freedom with Choice Plus. So you can see both networks on one link. The costs have not changed. This is a little summary about what you're paying out of your paycheck to participate with United Concordia and Vision with VSP. Again, no change in cost. And then I've given some marketing collateral. This is the coverage for your dental plan. Again, no changes to it. You're welcome to call me. Keep in mind one thing, that with United's dental, they give you a free Davis Vision benefit. It's for those that are on the dental program. It's not vision insurance. It's just you get a discount when you show up. If you want vision insurance, we have VSP. And VSP is going to actually tell you that you only pay a $10 copay to get your eyes checked, and then they pay the balance at 100%. And when you're getting glasses, they actually give you a cash allowance and 20% off. So it's really insurance as opposed to the discount program you get with United, Concordia, and Davis Vision. Okay, I skipped over it, but there's a college tuition program. Every point that you have in claim, every claim you have results in points. Every person enrolled involves points. There's a Q&A here and a FAQ that you can determine that. So that's great. It's one of the reasons why we're keeping that. I'm sure they have a tally of what your reward points are and how much those mean to you. You can call the customer service at any time or call me and we can help you as well. How to enroll, that's that benefit selection sheet. You're going to put your name at the top. You're going to check off if you're single, if you want to cover you and a spouse, if you want to cover you and one or more children. There's one rate no matter how many kids you have. Children are covered to the age of 26. And then if you want to cover you, spouse, and children, there's your premium deductions. And the same thing for medical, dental, and vision. And contact page. So I've given you the Oxford customer service and the website, United, VSP, and this is me, Dan Toner, and this is my team, Amanda and Leslie, if you need us. Amanda is on maternity leave right now, so if you want to come to me or Leslie, we can help you. And I hope you have a great Thanksgiving and a great upcoming holiday. Thanks.